Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Skillet. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a complete review and tutorial of Bitunix. So Bitunix is a crypto trading platform that's become very popular. I've been using it myself and I've found it to be exceptional. It's got ultra low fees and excellent liquidity, which is a really big deal, especially if you're trading with larger amounts of capital. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen many of your other favorite traders on the internet using this one as well. A lot of people have been embracing this platform, not only for the reasons that I just mentioned, but also because it's a non-KYC platform with no VPN needed. So in other words, you don't have to KYC, meaning you don't have to give them your ID or your personal information. You can just simply sign up with an email address and start trading. And again, you don't need a VPN, so you can use this platform from pretty much anywhere in the world. So obviously that's a huge plus as well. Now I'm mainly a futures trader, so I primarily use Bitunix for trading perpetual futures. They do offer up to 125x leverage on futures trading, but they also have spot trading as well, and they even have some other cool features like copy trading if you're into that too. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get started from scratch with Bitunix. I'll show you how to set up a brand new account, how to navigate the platform, how to enter and exit trades, how to set your stop loss and take profit levels, how to deposit and withdraw, and all that good stuff. So definitely stick around to the end of this video. Now, another really exciting thing that you guys are going to love is that Bitunix is offering some amazing bonuses to my viewers. You can get up to $5,500 in exclusive bonuses when you sign up using my link down below in the description. And on top of that, to celebrate our partnership, Bitunix is running a limited time offer for the next couple of weeks where you can get additional rewards of up to $2,500 in deposit bonuses and trading bonuses. Again, just use that link down below in the description. So guys, we're going to get right into it, but first, if you appreciate this content, do me a favor and smash that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And of course, do keep in mind that nothing in this video was financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a trader and an investor sharing my thoughts, experiences, and opinions. So always do your own due diligence before making any trading or investing decisions. And now with that said, let's get into it. Alright, so the very first thing you have to do is create an account. So again, just click that link down below in the description and it's going to take you right here to the sign up page. So right here in this box, you can just simply enter your email address, then create a password, enter that right here in this box, then just make sure you have this user agreement box ticked, and then you can go ahead and click the sign up button. And then it sends a confirmation email to your email account that you used. So then just go in, confirm your email, and then you're all set and good to go. Now they do also have an option to sign up using your mobile phone number. So if you click right here, this allows you to enter your country code, then you just enter your mobile number. Again, create a password, make sure you have the box ticked, and then click sign up and it works exactly the same way. Okay, so then once you've done that, you can go ahead and sign into your account. And here we are inside the main trading area. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly how all this works, but of course before you can actually start trading, you must first deposit funds onto the platform. So up here in the top right corner, if you mouse over this icon right here, you can click right here where it says deposit, and that takes you right here to the deposit page. So here in this drop down box, you can select your coin that you want to deposit. Or of course they have these shortcuts here. Now I usually just use USDT. That's the collateral that you use when you're trading perpetual futures. Okay, so you can just click there to select USDT. Then right here in this drop down box, you'll select the network that you want to deposit your USDT on. Okay, so there's several of them here to choose from. So just choose whichever one you want. I usually use BEP20 or the Binance Smart Chain network. So I'm going to click right here to select that. Okay, then it gives you this deposit address, and then down below that it says deposit to. So you can click this box right here, and this allows you to choose between your USDTM account, which is your futures account, or your spot account. Okay, and of course you can transfer between these two at any time after you've already made your deposit, but I'm just going to go ahead and select USDTM. Okay, and then now all I have to do is just copy this deposit address that it gives me right here. So you can just click this copy button, or you can manually copy it, just highlight it, then copy it to your clipboard. And then all you have to do is just send whatever amount of USDT you want to this address. Again, just make sure that you're sending it on the correct network that you've selected. So I'm just going to go ahead and load this demo account up with a few $100s. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just sent my deposit through. I've waited about 1 minute. And now if I come over here and click Asset Overview, you can see I now have $300 that I've just deposited successfully into my futures account. You can see it right there. It's in my futures account. Okay, so now once you've done this, you're ready to go ahead and start trading. So you can come up here to the top and click where it says futures, and that takes you here into the futures trading area. Now, right up here, this is where you can select from all these different coins that they offer. Okay, they've got a ton of different pairs, as you can see. So you can just scroll through these if you want, or if you're searching for a particular coin or a particular pair, you can just search for that right here in the search box. So for example, if you wanted to search for CRV, you could type CRV, and there it is right there. So I'm going to click here, and there we can see the chart for CRV USDT. Now, of course, this is our chart that's imported from TradingView, so it has all the familiar TradingView tools over here on the left-hand side. So if you want to draw trend lines or Fibonacci's or any of that, you can do all that right over here. Now then up here, we can choose from our different time frames. So this is set on the 15-minute chart, but you could also choose the 1-hour chart. Okay, they also have the 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, 6-hour chart, 8-hour chart. Then you can click right here on this little arrow, and this gives you additional time frames that you can look at as well. Okay, so tons of options, pretty much everything you need to do your charting right here within the platform. Then you can also choose from the different candle types. So you see you can look at bars, candles, hollow candles, columns, lines, and lots more. They've got Heiken Ashi, all the stuff that you would want. Okay, they've also got indicators. So if you click right here, you can search from any of their indicators that they have imported from TradingView. So if you wanted to look at moving averages or RSI or MACD or any of your favorite indicators, you could find those right here. Okay, so pretty straightforward, very similar to what you'd find in TradingView. Now then over here beside that, they have the order book, so you can see the real-time orders, the bids and asks. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is where you actually do your trading. So up here where it says cross, okay, you can click right here, and this is where you can select from cross or isolated margin mode. Now, I pretty much always use cross margin when I trade, and it explains the differences right here. But basically, cross margin uses your entire futures account, whereas the isolated mode uses only the amount that you're putting into that particular trade. And it's really just a matter of your own personal preference, your own trading style. But I'm just going to leave this on cross, okay? And then you can click confirm. And then beside that, this is where you select the amount of leverage you want to use. So you can click right here, and then you can slide this bar right here to select the amount of leverage. Now, the amount of leverage you can use depends on which pair you're trading. So on a smaller cap coin like CRV, this only goes up to 25. But if I go back here to BTC, and then I click the leverage tool, you can see this allows me to go all the way up to 125x leverage. Okay, so you can either just slide this bar to the left or to the right to make it go down or up, or you can manually enter an amount right here. So if you wanted to use 25x leverage, you could type 25 and then go ahead and click confirm. Okay, and then down below that, you can select whether you're opening a trade or closing a trade. Now, I pretty much only use open because if I'm going to close a trade, usually I have a predefined stop loss or take profit, which I'm going to explain how to do in just a second. Or I'll just manually close it down here in this area once you have a trade open, which you're going to see in just a second. Okay, but scrolling back up, you see you can choose from limit or market order, or of course you can also choose a trigger, but that's really only used for stop losses. Okay, now to set a limit order, let's say for example that I had found a demand zone, and I'll go ahead and mark that out right here. There's this little 1-hour demand zone. And so let's say that if price was to come down here into this zone, I would want to enter a long position expecting a bounce. So I could use a limit order to go ahead and tell it that if price reaches this certain predefined area, it will automatically enter a long position for me. And I could do the same thing if I was taking a short trade, if I found this supply zone up here. Okay, and I said if price comes up into this region, then I want to enter a short trade expecting it to then reject. Okay, but for this example, let's just say that I'm going to go with the long side. So I could take the top area of this box, so price would be around 101,475. Okay, so then right here where it says order price, I would type that 101,475. And then down here in the box below that, if you click right here, this is where you choose your units. So if this top one is selected, you're going to be entering the amount of your trade in terms of the BTC quantity or whatever coin you're trading. Okay, I never do that. I personally go with nominal value, and they do have these little descriptions here to explain in case you're not sure what these mean. But basically, I use nominal value because it's the total amount of my margin, which means the actual amount of capital of my own money that I'm putting into the trade, times the amount of leverage that's actually being used. So it's the total position size. Whereas if you use the USDT cost value, that doesn't include the leverage amount. But for me, it's just easier to use nominal value. Obviously, just do whichever one of these you want. And then once you've got that selected, you click confirm. Okay, and then in this box right beside that, I can go ahead and enter the nominal value. Now, let's say that I wanted to use $50 of my own capital. And of course, I'm using 25x leverage. So that means my total position size here would be 1,250, which is simply $50 times 25. Okay, and if you're not sure on that, it tells you down here what the cost would be, meaning how much of your own capital you would need for that position size. And you see that's about $50. Okay, and then down below that, you see this buy, take profit, stop loss, or sell, take profit, stop loss. So this just depends if you're setting this up for a long position or a short position. Now, in this example, I'm setting up a limit long order. So I'm going to click buy, take profit / stop loss. And this opens up these boxes right here where I can set my levels where I want it to take profit or stop out my position. Okay, so let's say that for this example, if price was to come down here and trigger this trade, I would want my stop loss to be below this area. So I could set that right there at that price level. That's about 100,141. So I'll enter that right here where it says SL 1,141. And then for the take profit level, let's say that I wanted to take profit when it reached this box. So that's at about 104,432. So I'll enter that right here, 104,432. Okay, and now this is really cool. It shows you what your expected P&L will be for each of these levels. So if this trade hit my take profit, I would be making $36.30. You can see that right there in green. And if it hit my stop loss, I would be risking $16.40. Okay, so I stand to make more than twice what I would be risking here. So that is a good R to R, or risk to reward ratio. And so then at that point, if I wanted to open this trade, I could just simply click open long. So I'll click that here, then go ahead and confirm. And there you can see it's all been set up. There's my limit order right here with my stop loss down below that and the take profit area right here. Now, if I wanted to adjust these at any point, you can just simply click and drag these, okay? So if I wanted to change my take profit level up here, I could drag it here and then release. And there you see it has changed my take profit level. Same with the stop loss. So I could drag this around and there it goes ahead and changes it. And same with my limit order itself. So if I wanted to move this down here, it'll bring this box up right here showing me the changes to my P&L amounts. And then I could click confirm, and there you go. You see it has moved my limit order down here. Okay, so that's basically how you set up the limit orders. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this limit order. So I can click right here on this little X where it says cancel order, then go ahead and confirm, and there you see it has disappeared. So now let's talk about market orders. So when you do a market order, it goes ahead and enters the trade right then and there at the best possible price. So you don't have to wait for it to hit some level in the future. Okay, you use this when you want to go ahead and enter the trade right now. So just for the sake of this example, I'm going to go ahead and enter a trade. Now I do not have a clear trade set up in real life here, but again, just for the sake of showing you how to do this, I'm going to go ahead and enter a trade real quick. So of course, because it's a market order, I don't need to enter any price levels. It's just going to enter it at whatever the price happens to be. All I have to worry about is just entering my position size. So I'm just going to use the same position size as before. So that would be $1,250. And again, it shows me that's only using about $50 of my own capital with that 25x leverage. Now, again, if I'm entering a long trade, which I'll do for the sake of this example, I'm going to go ahead and click buy, take profit, stop loss, and then enter my levels just as before. So this time, let's say that I wanted my stop loss just below the low of this candle here. So that would be about 101,397. So I'll type that, 101,397. And then for my take profit, let's say that I was going to put it right up here above this high. So that's about 106,100. So I'll type that right here, 106,100. And there again, you can see that would make me about $40 in profit, and I would be risking about $13.60. Okay, so a very good risk to reward ratio here. So if I wanted to go ahead and enter the trade, I could click open long, then confirm. And there we go. You see the long has been opened. The trade has now been executed. And there's all my levels right here on the chart. There's my stop loss. There's my take profit. And there is my entry level right here. Okay, now if I scroll down here, you can actually see this trade has been opened under the positions tab. and it shows me my position size, my entry price, the amount of margin I'm using, the market price right now, etc. And then over here, this is where you can see my unrealized P&L. So right now I'm up about 0.5%, or about 23 cents. And of course, this is going to fluctuate as the trade stays open. And so I could just leave this trade open until it hit one of these levels, either my stop loss or my take profit. But if I wanted to go ahead and close it out before it hits one of these levels, I could do that down here where you see this close button. Okay, if I click this with the full quantity, that would close out the entire position. Now, as I mouse over this, you see that I can choose 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%. Or of course, I could manually enter a specific amount that I wanted to close, which is useful if you wanted to go ahead and take off some risk, like maybe close out half of your position and then leave the rest to run all the way up to your take profit. Okay, you can do that very easily. So then you just click close, that goes ahead and closes it out. And they also have the option to reverse. Okay, so in other words, it takes the full amount of your position size and reverses the direction. So if you were in a long trade expecting the price to go up, but then market conditions change and now you expect it to go down, but you don't want to have to close your long and then open up a brand new short, you could just simply hit that reverse button and it automatically reverses the direction of your trade. So that's very cool. Now you can also add additional take profit levels or stop loss levels. So you can click right here where it says TP/SL. And that opens up this box where you could either have a full position take profit stop loss or a partial take profit and stop loss. So for example, if you wanted to close out only a fraction of your position at a particular point, you can do that very easily right here in this area. It works pretty much the same way. You enter your trigger price, the quantity, which you can also just use this bar, just slide it over to whatever amount that you want, and then come down to the bottom and click confirm. Okay, now they also have a trailing take profit and stop loss. So with this feature, you can make it so that whenever the coin reaches a specific predetermined price, you can have a stop loss automatically applied at a specific percentage below the price, or above the price in the case of a short trade. But for this example, this is a long trade. Okay, so for example, let's say that once it hits 103,000, I want there to be a stop loss at 5% below price. And then no matter where the price moves from there on out, it would trail price at exactly 5%. So that means that if the coin continues going higher, this stop loss will just follow it up. But when price reverses, if it comes down 5%, it's going to automatically close the trade. Okay, so a very, very cool feature, very useful. And that's pretty much it for how you open and close trades. Again, this would work the exact same way if you were opening a short, except you would just click open short instead of open long. Okay, and then down here in the open orders tab, this is where you can see any open orders that you have. So this includes your take profit and stop loss orders or any limit orders that you have waiting. Okay, then beside that, you can see your order history. So this is for any orders that you've opened or closed. You have your position history, your trade history, and your funding history. Okay, now back here under positions, you can see I'm now up 1.89% so far. And if I wanted to go ahead and share this, I can click right here on this little icon, and that opens up this nice little P&L card. And you can use this to share on social media or wherever you want. You can show off your results. They also have different backgrounds that you can choose from as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You can also select which information you want to display on these cards. So very cool stuff. Now that's how you trade futures on this platform. Obviously, as you can see, very, very simple and straightforward. But as I mentioned, they also have spot trading as well. So if you come up here and click spot up at the top, this takes you to the spot trading area. And so once again, you can choose the coin or your pair right here in this area. Then you have your chart right here. And then as you scroll down, this is where you can choose from a limit order or a market order. Okay, it's very similar to the way that it works with futures, except of course, when you're buying spot, there's no leverage involved because you're just outright buying or selling the asset. Okay, so once again, you could enter the amount that you want to purchase either in USD terms or in BTC terms or whatever coin that you're buying or selling. So you can use that little box right there to select that. Then you just enter the amount that you want right there. Then click buy BTC if that's what you want to buy, or if you wanted to sell it, if you already have some BTC in your account, you could enter the quantity that you want to sell here and then click sell BTC. Okay, that's for market order. For limit order, it's just like with futures, you enter the order price or the price at which you want to go ahead and buy or sell. So you enter that price right there where it says order price. Then you enter your quantity that you want to buy or sell. So you can do this either in the total amount of the coin itself or in USDT. And then you just simply click buy or sell. And that's going to go ahead and buy or sell that coin that you've selected. Okay, so now let me show you how to withdraw. So the process is very simple. You're gonna wanna come up here and mouse over this icon, and then you can actually just click right here, and that takes you to your asset overview. Now down here, you can see the breakdown of which account your funds are in. And this is important because you can only make withdrawals from your spot account, okay? So if your funds are all in your futures account, you're gonna wanna transfer them. So if you mouse over right here, you can see that you have this option to transfer. So you'll click right here, and then you see this box pops up, and you're gonna wanna make sure that you're transferring from your USDT account to your spot account. So if it's backwards like this, you can just simply click this button to reverse those. And there we go. Now I'm transferring from the USDT account to the spot account. And then down here for quantity, you can enter whatever amount that you want to transfer, or you can just click all, and that takes all the funds from your futures account, and it's gonna move them to your spot account, okay? So then when you've got that done, you can click submit, and there we go. You can see that those funds have now been moved into the spot account. Okay, so when you're ready to make a withdrawal, if you mouse over the spot account, you can see you have this button that says withdraw. So you can click here, and that takes you to the withdrawal page. Now, when you first set up your account, it's gonna have this recommendation that you set up at least 2 security options. Now, this is not required, but it is recommended. So you can set up a mobile number or a Google Authenticator number in addition to your email if you want. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and click set up later. And that takes me to the withdrawal area. Okay, so just make sure that you've got on-chain withdrawal selected. And for coin, you'll have USDT selected if that's what you're withdrawing. Now, all you have to do is select the network that you want to withdraw on. So they've got all these different options here. You can see that they have different fees depending on which network you select. And the lowest fees are on the Binance Smart Chain, so I'm going to choose that. And then below that, this is where you enter the withdrawal address. So again, just make sure that you're withdrawing on the same network. So if you have BEP20 selected, then you're gonna wanna make sure you enter a BEP20 wallet right here. Okay, and then once you've done that, down here in this box, this is where you enter the amount that you wanna withdraw. So the minimum is just $2. Okay, so you can enter whatever amount you want above that. And if you just wanna withdraw your entire amount from your spot account, you can just simply click this all right here, and that's gonna withdraw your entire balance. Okay, then you see there's just a 30-cent network fee, and that shows the total amount that you're going to actually receive to your wallet after that network fee. Okay, so then when you're ready to make that withdrawal, you can just click the withdraw button, and then just give it a few moments for the block confirmations to go through, and those funds will be sent directly to your wallet. Okay, easy as that. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That is how you use Bitunix. Again, this is one of my favorite trading platforms. It's non-KYC, no VPN needed. Plus, remember, you can get those incredible bonuses when you sign up using my link down below in the description. So go ahead and take advantage of the free stuff, guys, and don't forget about that limited time offer that's going on between now and February 15th. Again, all that information's down below in the description. So guys, if you got value out of this video, do me a favor and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you're into trading, you'll definitely want to join my Telegram group. It's completely free, and that's where I share a ton of my different trade setups, different trading ideas that I have, and lots of other really cool trading and crypto related things that you're not going to see here on YouTube. So go ahead and check that out, link down below. So guys, with that said, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again in the next video.